Let's read this. Harry's passion for older women is well known, with the young prince previously being liked to a string of women who were several years his senior. There is really not much to say about this simply because he married a woman who is now, a lot of people say 45, 46 years old, and we know Harry is now, I think, 38, 39. So it is nothing new and nothing surprising that Harry would actually take this woman to a place where he could have a lot of intimacy. And this looks like to be a fetish to me. Like, this is a man who loves older women, like way older than him. Now, if you tell me that Meghan Markle is like 41 year and he is 40 or 39 year or 38 years, I would not believe you. But if you tell me Meghan is at least 46, 47 years old, then yes, I will. Because this is who Harry is. One woman he was linked with at the time was foreign model Susanna Harvey, who was 23 and described as a keen horse woman. Harry was said to have hit on Miss Harvey, now the chief executive of Cotswold Airport, at the Beaufort Hunt Christmas Ball held in a marquee in the grounds of Badminton House in Gloucestershire. She told the Mail at the time that the then teenager Harry, who was still a pupil at the Eton, had showered her with compliments before leading her outside and across a muddy field. This is exactly how he was attracted to Meghan. Number one, that she was way older than him, and number two, it was really being driven by revenge, taking revenge against his family members, settling old scores with his family members, and at the same time, it was pure lust. This is why he married Meghan, not for the sake of love, because this person, Harry, doesn't sound to me somebody who is capable of loving anybody. He is always out there for his own motives, for his own intention. And that could be, again, as I said, the age, the way they talk, the way they handle Harry. Could be a combination of a lot of things. I couldn't believe it when he made a beeline for me. She said at the time, the pair enjoyed several intimate dances before sitting down together to drink champagne. When Harry suggested they get some air, she said he handled her like a grown man. I do get the feeling now, after what we have learned from the memoir, is that perhaps he is a gay. Perhaps Harry is gay. This is my personal opinion. I could be wrong. It could be it is very, very subjective. But let me know your opinion. I do think there are a lot of things about Harry that are absolutely, absolutely wrong. Grown man, like handling a woman like a grown man. Like, can you not sense it? Something is off here. It was very nice, but as we were kissing, I started to get worried that his bodyguards would be looking for him. I didn't want to get him into trouble, Miss Harvey said. He is a wild child, and William was helpless to stop him. Outside, he handled me like a grown man. So the picture you are seeing right now is the picture of Miss Harvey, and it looks like this was taken in 2002. Yes, it was in 2002. And she said in the interview that year, Harry handled her like a grown man. This is a picture of Harry just days before his memoir was leaked in a Spanish bookstore. And you can see him with his dog. And this is the house where Harry took this woman, Miss Harvey. And he said that this is how he lost his virginity. I would say he sold his virginity. He did not lose it. Rather, it was being sold to this, elderly woman. Whoever would come, just grab me. I'm for sale. The kissing was full of passion. My mouth was numb and couldn't move, she said in 2002 interview. Again, he is very, very passionate about older women. And it makes all sense, again, that he is now with 47 years old Meghan. Again, some people say 41, but I don't think so. She said the confident teenager said he loved her sexy body and put his arms around her to warm her up in the cold night. Quote, when he started to get more passionate, I began to worry. He was feeling my bum and my back was in the direction we had come from, so a guest could have seen us. I'm sorry you cannot see the whole screen because I cannot, for some reason, minimize the screen anymore. But I'm going to be reading it for you. Quote, I tried to keep my hands to myself, but I was tempted to let myself go, she admitted. Quote, it was so heated, steam was rising from us into the freezing cold air. He was definitely experienced in handling a woman. So only, few women came out and they talked about their experience with Harry, older woman. We do not know how many more women he did this. Miss Harvey said she had told Harry that she was 6 years older than him, but that did not seem to bother him. She added that he had tried to take her behind a minibus, but she was worried about ruining her $1,500 ball gown. By the time they returned to the marquee, her dress was muddy from the walking in a field and they carried in dancing before going their separate ways. Very common trend. This is exactly how Harry behaved and did with another woman who was 44 years old, I think. She was like 15 years older than Harry, and she came out recently, actually, I think 2 weeks ago, and she spoke about her experience with Harry, that they had physical relationship, and after that, voila, Harry was gone. He disappeared. Now, for a 44-year-old successful businesswoman and mother of two who is engaged to be married, Miss Harvey said last night that Harry's memoir was not something she wished to discuss. But of course, Harry, being the guy he is, he discussed about this in details, how he lost his virginity. In the process, exposed that this woman, Harvey. She declined to talk to a reporter who called her at her Cotswold home yesterday, adding that she was away but her boyfriend was there. Moments later, a man walked up the driveway of the 4-bedroom stone property and said, quote, please leave now before I call the police. Prince Harry has been linked to other older women over the years, including the late Caroline Flack, who was 6 years older than him, and presenter Natalie Pinkham, who was 7 years his senior. And then there is another woman, I think her name is Moon Rooney or something like that. I don't remember, but I reported on this a few while ago. He was also said to have pursued interior designer Catherine O'Mani. Yes, that's the one, Catherine O'Mani. 13 years his senior when he was 21 in 2006. Like Miss Harvey, others may come out to distance themselves from the embarrassing encounter recounted in Harry's book. Harry, look how this guy is. He doesn't have any shame. He doesn't have any problem. And he should be the one who should feel this embarrassment, quite frankly, because he's from the British monarchy. But we see the exact opposite. The women are feeling this embarrassment, but he doesn't feel anything. This is just so, it tells you this guy doesn't have any feelings. He doesn't know what he's saying, what he's doing. He's delusional. And the fact that he used cocaine and drugs and whatnot in the past, now I think he's still doing the same thing. It shows that this guy is totally lost. In a translation from the Spanish edition of the book, Harry reveals how he lost his virginity when discussing how a royal aide had paid him a visit to discuss a potential scandal. He wrote, quote, I suspected he was referring to my recent loss of virginity, a humiliating episode with an older woman who liked macho horses and who treated me like a young stallion. I mounted her quickly, after which she spanked my ass and sent me away. One of my many mistakes was letting it happen in a field just behind a very busy pub. No doubt someone had seen us. This guy doesn't have any idea. He's such an embarrassment for his family, for everybody, quite frankly. He's so bad as a role model. Our kids should not learn about him unless they grow up and they are mature enough. Don't tell this to your kids, okay, guys? However, the real reason the aide had been sent to check up on Harry was because his father's office had been informed that a newspaper had evidence of him taking drugs, which Harry said was lies. Today, a close friend of Miss Harvey denied that she was the woman in question. Of course, they have modesty, they have self respect, which Harry does not whatsoever. Thank you for watching, guys.